Building mental toughness is not just about pushing through the pain and discomfort of a single moment. It's about consistently showing up, doing the hard work, and making decisions that build strength in the long term. Mental toughness is a skill that can be developed, and it's something every one of us needs to cultivate if we want to face the challenges life throws at us and come out the other side stronger and more resilient. When we talk about mental toughness, we're talking about the ability to persist through difficult situations, the ability to remain composed when things aren't going your way, and the ability to keep going even when every fiber of your being is telling you to stop. It's about not letting circumstances dictate your outcomes. It's about taking responsibility for how you respond, regardless of what happens around you. It's about understanding that the path you walk will often be filled with hardship and obstacles, and that's exactly where your strength will come from. The first thing we need to understand is that mental toughness isn't something that just happens to you. It's not like you wake up one morning and suddenly you're a mental giant. It's built piece by piece, day by day, through the decisions you make and the actions you take. Every time you decide to get up when you're tired, to keep going when you want to quit, to face something you fear rather than run from it, you're building mental toughness. Every time you accept discomfort as part of the process, you strengthen your ability to endure. One of the key elements of mental toughness is learning how to handle adversity. Life, as we know, will always present us with difficult situations. We can't avoid that. But what we can control is how we respond to those challenges. Most people think that adversity is something to avoid, that it's something to escape from. But the truth is, it's through adversity that we grow. If you shield yourself from adversity, if you run from every challenge, you never get the chance to discover just how strong you are. It's only by facing the toughest situations that we develop the inner strength and resolve to handle even bigger challenges in the future. You have to be willing to face discomfort head on. Most people run from discomfort because it's unpleasant, and that's understandable. But what separates those who are mentally tough from those who are not is the willingness to lean into that discomfort. There is no growth without discomfort. You can't build strength without pushing past your limits. Mental toughness is forged in the fire of adversity. It's not built by avoiding pain, but by walking through it. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to seek out suffering for the sake of suffering. But it does mean that when challenges arise, you don't shy away from them. You confront them, you deal with them, and you persist through them. Think of it like training in the gym. The more you push yourself, the more you tear down your muscles. It's not pleasant, it can even be painful, but through that pain comes growth, strength, and resilience. And just like in the gym, the more you build your mental toughness, the stronger you become in the face of life's difficulties. One of the things that helps people build mental toughness is a strong sense of purpose. If you don't know why you're doing something, if you don't have a clear reason for pushing through the hard times, it's so easy to quit when things get tough. But when you have a deep, intrinsic purpose, something that matters to you on a core level, you find the strength to keep going, even when the world is telling you to stop. Purpose gives you direction, it provides motivation during times when your energy might be low, and it gives you a reason to push forward when all you want to do is give up. Another important element of mental toughness is emotional regulation. Life is full of emotional highs and lows. It's natural to feel fear, frustration, sadness, or anger at times. These are normal human emotions. But being mentally tough doesn't mean that you don't feel these things, it means that you don't let them control you. You don't let your emotions dictate your behavior. Instead of acting impulsively, emotionally driven, or letting negative emotions take over, you learn to recognize them, process them, and then move forward. Mental toughness requires a level of emotional maturity, where you take responsibility for your feelings and your responses, rather than allowing external circumstances to control them. There is also the element of discipline. Mental toughness requires self-discipline, the ability to keep pushing, even when there's no immediate reward or recognition. It means doing the work even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, and even when you feel like you're not getting the results you want. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. Motivation can be fickle, it comes and goes. But discipline, real discipline, is what ensures that you stay on course no matter what. When you can build a habit of discipline, when you can commit to the long-term process, even when it's difficult, you are building mental toughness. And it's also critical to remember that mental toughness involves learning how to fail and how to learn from those failures. Failure isn't the end. It's an inevitable part of growth. You will fail, and that's okay. In fact, you should expect to fail. What matters is how you respond to failure. You can either let failure define you, or you can use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. The mentally tough person doesn't let failure be a permanent state. They accept it, they analyze it, and they move forward with a greater understanding of themselves and their path. Let's talk about consistency. Mental toughness requires consistency, the ability to show up every single day and give your best. It's not about having one great day, one great week, or one great moment. It's about consistently doing the work over time. The person who is mentally tough doesn't only show up when they feel like it. They show up every day regardless of how they feel. They understand that it's the consistent effort over time that produces results. It's the compound effect of doing the small things every day that leads to significant change. And this idea of mental toughness is not limited to just physical challenges or professional challenges. It's just as relevant to your relationships, your personal life, and your internal world. Being mentally tough means you don't just give up when things get tough in your relationships. It means you're willing to have hard conversations, to confront difficult truths, and to work through conflict instead of avoiding it. It means you are willing to face the parts of yourself that are broken, to do the hard work of self-reflection, and to grow into a better version of yourself. Finally, let's talk about one last crucial aspect of mental toughness: the ability to embrace uncertainty. Life is unpredictable. We never know exactly what's going to happen next. That can be terrifying for some people. But the mentally tough person isn't afraid of uncertainty. They don't need to have all the answers right now. They're willing to step into the unknown, trusting that they have the strength to navigate whatever comes their way. Mental toughness requires a level of faith in yourself, faith in your ability to adapt, and faith that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Building mental toughness is a lifelong process. It's not something that happens overnight. But with each challenge you face, with each step you take toward growth, you build more of it. And in the end, it's not about never facing difficulty. It's about knowing that, no matter what comes your way, you have the strength to keep going, to never back down, and to rise above. In closing, remember this: mental toughness isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about facing the hard stuff and deciding that you will not be defeated by it. It's about understanding that the path is never easy, but it's always worth it. Keep building, keep growing, and never ever back down.